Welcome to the Deep Dive. Before we get started, just a quick reminder, this podcast is the property of Stellar Entertainment PH, so please don't re-upload it on social media.
Okay.
Now, you've been exploring Filipino culture and entertainment lately.
Yes.
I think you're going to love this deep dive.
Okay.
We're taking a closer look at Chiu's
Chiu.
recent trip to Melbourne, Australia, where she performed for a huge crowd of Filipino fans.
Yeah, it's more than just a performance, though.
Yeah.
This trip really highlights the power of artists like Chiu to act as a bridge between cultures, especially for diaspora communities.
Okay, so let's set the stage. We know Chiu is a superstar in the Philippines, actress, singer, TV host, the whole package. But this trip was specifically for a performance at the Philippine Fiesta of Victoria 2024.
Exactly. It's an annual event organized by the Cebuano Association of Australia West Chapter Incorporated.
Yeah.
And it's a massive celebration of Filipino culture and heritage. For Filipinos living in Australia, it's a chance to connect with their roots and be surrounded by their community.
I bet Chiu's arrival was a pretty big deal.
Oh, absolutely. She was met with a massive crowd of excited fans at the Melbourne airport.
Wow.
There's a TikTok video of it that went viral, capturing her heartwarming reaction to the outpouring of love.
Yeah, I think that speaks volumes about her connection with her fans, even those halfway across the world. She calls them Kiristas, right?
Kiristas, yes.
It's amazing how she fosters that sense of community.
It is. And that connection was on full display during her performance at the Fiesta. She wore this stunning outfit, performed her hit songs with incredible dance routines, and the energy was electric.
I can only imagine what really stood out to you about the actual performance, though.
You know, Chiu went beyond just singing and dancing. She really made an effort to interact with the audience, sharing stories, joking around, making everyone feel like they were part of the show.
So it wasn't just a performance, it was an experience. Yeah.
Precisely. And she carried that energy off the stage as well. She was very active on social media, giving fans behind-the-scenes glimpses of her trip.
Cool.
And she even took time to explore Melbourne visiting spots like Federation Square.
I read somewhere that she's a big fan of Melbourne's coffee culture, too.
Oh, really?
That seems to fit her down-to-earth personality.
Yeah.
But taking a step back, this trip was clearly more than just a performance for Chiu. It was a chance to connect with her international fan base.
Yeah.
Particularly within the Filipino community in Melbourne.
You're right.
Yeah.
And that brings us back to her role as a cultural ambassador.
Yeah.
Her visit, especially as part of a festival celebrating Filipino culture, brings visibility and attention to the Filipino community in Australia.
So she's not just performing, she's representing Filipino talent and pride on a global stage.
Exactly. Think about what that means for Filipinos living abroad. Seeing someone like Chiu who's achieved such success while embracing her Filipino heritage, it can be incredibly empowering and affirming.
It's like she's validating their own experiences and showing them that they can achieve anything no matter where they are in the world.
That's a powerful message.
Yeah.
And it highlights the unique impact artists can have on diaspora communities.
This is where it gets really interesting for me. We're not just talking about a celebrity performance anymore.
Right.
We're talking about the impact of cultural events on people's sense of identity and belonging.
And that's something we're going to delve into even further in the next part of our deep dive. We'll explore how artists like Chiu are shaping the evolving landscape of entertainment and cultural exchange in a globalized world. Welcome back to the deep dive. Before we continue unpacking Chiu's trip to Melbourne, I want to touch on something you said earlier about the impact of cultural events on identity and belonging, especially for diaspora communities. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think it's incredibly powerful. For people who are living far from their homeland, seeing an artist like Chiu, who proudly represents their culture, can evoke a sense of connection and validation that's hard to find elsewhere.
I completely agree. It's about more than just entertainment.
Yeah.
It's about affirmation and representation.
And it seems like Chiu understands that responsibility.
Right.
She doesn't just perform. She engages with the Filipino community in a way that feels genuine and meaningful.
Exactly. And her visit to Melbourne is a great example of a larger trend we're seeing.
Yeah.
Artists are playing an increasingly important role in facilitating cultural exchange on a global scale.
Now that you mention it, it's interesting how this is evolving. In the past, cultural exchange often happened through official channels like government-sponsored programs or academic exchanges.
Right. Think about student exchange programs or cultural festivals organized by embassies.
Yeah.
Those are still important, but now thanks to social media and easier international travel, cultural exchange is happening much more organically.
And artists like Chiu are at the forefront of this shift. They have huge online platforms and dedicated fan bases all over the world.
Precisely. They can share their culture, their stories, and their art with millions of people instantly, fostering a sense of connection and understanding that transcends geographical boundaries.
It's almost like they're acting as cultural diplomats, building bridges between communities.
That's a great way to put it. And it's something Chiu does particularly well.
Yeah.
Remember how she incorporated traditional Filipino elements into her Melbourne performance?
Yes. She wore a turno during one of the numbers.
Yes.
And I read that she even spoke a bit of Tagalog in between songs, even though she knew not everyone in the audience would understand.
Those small gestures speak volumes.
Yeah.
They show that she's not just performing for an international audience, she's sharing her Filipino heritage with them.
It's like she's inviting them to experience a piece of Filipino culture through her art. And that's incredibly powerful.
It is. But this shift towards artist-driven cultural exchange does come with certain challenges.
Such as?
Well, there's always a risk of oversimplification or misrepresentation. When an artist becomes a symbol of an entire culture, it's important to remember that cultures are diverse and complex.
So there's a need for nuance and sensitivity to avoid perpetuating stereotypes or presenting a single homogenous view of a culture?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the opportunities that come with this shift are immense.
Yeah.
Artists have the power to amplify marginalized voices, challenge preconceived notions, and promote cross-cultural dialogue in a way that traditional institutions often struggle to do.
It's almost like they have a responsibility to use their influence for good.
I think so. They have the potential to inspire empathy and understanding on a global scale.
That's an inspiring thought. So zooming back in on Chiu's Melbourne performance.
Okay.
It's more than just an artist entertaining her fans.
It's a perfect example of how artists can act as cultural ambassadors, shaping global perceptions and fostering a sense of belonging for diaspora communities.
And her journey from reality TV star to global icon is a testament to her hard work, talent, and genuine connection with her fans.
Speaking of her journey, we've touched upon her impact on the Filipino community, her role as a cultural ambassador, and even the broader implications for cultural exchange.
Right.
But there's another layer we need to explore: her evolution as an artist.
Okay, this is what I've been waiting for.
Okay.
I'm fascinated by how she's grown over the years from her early days in Philippine showbiz to her current status as an international star.
It's a fascinating story.
Yeah.
And it's one that reveals a lot about her artistic vision and her connection with her fans.
Well, then let's dive in.
Okay.
Take us back to the beginning. Where did it all start for Chiu?
Welcome back to the final part of our Chiu deep dive. We've talked about her impact on the Filipino community, her role as a cultural ambassador, and how artists are driving a new wave of cultural exchange.
But now let's trace Chiu's personal journey, her evolution as an artist.
I'm ready to rewind. Take us back to the beginning. Where did it all start for her? Well, Chiu's story is really a testament to her hard work and the unwavering support of her fans. Her journey began in 2006 when she won Pinoy Big Brother, Teen Edition, a popular reality show in the Philippines.
Wow, so she started out on reality TV. That's a far cry from performing on international stages.
It is. But that experience launched her career. It introduced her to the Filipino audience and gave her a platform to showcase her personality and charm.
So what happened after Big Brother? How did she make the leap into acting, singing, and hosting?
Almost immediately after she landed, roles in TV dramas, often playing the sweet and innocent character, which quickly made her a household name. She also released albums and even started hosting variety shows.
She didn't waste any time. It sounds like she was determined to explore every corner of the entertainment industry.
Absolutely. And her hard work and versatility paid off. She became one of the most sought-after actresses in the Philippines, connecting with audiences of all ages.
But I imagine her journey wasn't always easy. Did she face any challenges along the way?
Of course, Chiu's path to success wasn't without its obstacles. She's spoken openly about personal struggles and professional setbacks she's had to overcome.
I think that's what makes her so relatable.
Yeah.
She's not just a glamorous celebrity. She's a real person who's faced real challenges and emerged stronger.
Exactly. And that resilience resonates deeply with her fans. It's inspiring to see someone overcome adversity and continue to pursue their dreams.
Now, I'm curious how those experiences, those challenges, have shaped her artistic expression. Has her style evolved, her message?
That's a great question. As she's matured, so has her work. She's moved beyond those early roles and taken on more complex and nuanced characters, really showcasing her growth as an actress.
Do you have any specific examples?
Well, she's starred in films that tackle social issues, historical dramas, even action comedy flicks. She's constantly pushing her boundaries and proving that she's more than just a pretty face. She's a talented and versatile actress.
And what about her music? Has that evolved as well?
Her more recent songs delve into themes of self-love, resilience, and finding strength in vulnerability. You can see a clear connection between her personal growth and the messages she's now conveying through her art.
It seems like she's using her platform to share her experiences and connect with her fans on a deeper, more authentic level.
Exactly. And that authenticity is what makes her so compelling. She's not just entertaining, she's inspiring people to embrace their own journeys and overcome their own challenges.
So taking a step back, what can we learn from Kim Chiu's evolution as an artist?
I think her story demonstrates the power of genuine connection. As she's grown and evolved, so have her fans. They've been with her every step of the way, supporting her through the highs and lows. It's remarkable to see how that bond has deepened over time.
It's a testament to the power of staying true to yourself and letting your experiences shape your art. It's also interesting to see how this personal journey has intertwined with her role as a cultural ambassador.
Absolutely. By embracing her own identity and sharing her experiences, she's inspiring others to do the same. And that message of self-acceptance and cultural pride resonates especially strongly with diaspora communities.
It's like she's showing them that it's possible to succeed on a global stage without sacrificing your roots.
And that's a powerful message, especially in a world that often pressures us to conform. Kim Chiu's journey teaches us that our differences, our unique experiences, are what make us special.
This deep dive has been eye-opening. We've explored her Melbourne performance, her impact on the Filipino community, the changing landscape of cultural exchange, and her inspiring journey as an artist. What a story.
It really speaks to the power of art to transcend boundaries and connect us on a human level. Kim Chiu's story is far from over, and I have a feeling she'll continue to inspire, challenge, and connect with audiences worldwide.
Well, to our listeners, I encourage you to continue exploring Kim Chiu's work, to follow her journey, and to witness firsthand the impact she's making.
And as always, keep diving deep, keep exploring, and keep those minds engaged.
Until next time, this has been The Deep Dive.